Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Ruthless, man. I tell you, straight ruthless. Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Pumpamental Day. Whatever you want to call it. Wow. Today's news, we had that flash crash on BitMex. And let me tell you what, a lot of people got wrecked. And, what are some takeaways from this? How did it happen? Why isn't the Arthur guy reversing the transaction? So basically what happened last night, if you didn't see the news, XRP went from like 31 cents to 13 cents in one mega candle. Now, as I've talked about with DeFi price oracles, so the price oracle that was feeding BitMex showed this massive candle. What does that mean on BitMex? That means that it dropped so fast, it skipped over everyone's stops, which are supposed to protect them from getting liquidated, and in essence, liquidated everybody that was long on XRP, pretty much. And then on the flip side, the bottom dwellers that had orders to buy doubled or tripled their profits in a split second. Now everyone's up in arms this morning of why BitMex isn't reversing these transactions. But there's two sides to every story. Number one, the reason why he is not reversing the transactions most probably is because it sets precedence. If there's a precedence of reversing transactions because of a glitch or a manipulation, then in the future, that puts him in the situation that he'll have to reverse future transactions. So it's kind of like taking a stance of immutability, meaning that whatever happens, and he's not going to change it. So that is kind of that concept of why most probably he's not reversing transactions. Now, is it ethical? No. It probably makes him one of the most hated people in crypto this morning, completely. And this just goes back to a reminder, if you're following YouTubers or anyone that shills BitMex or Bybit or all this crap, it's gambling. It is gambling. They are unregulated sites, but that's not, a lot of crypto is unregulated at this point, but it's gambling that's unregulated. So in essence, they can just take your crypto anytime. How do you know it's not a fake candle? You never know. You can't prove it because no one could get into their servers and and do that. I don't even know why you'd be long on XRP anyways, because $1 billion goes into that coin that moves like a penny. But once again, take the advice. It's gambling. If you want to gamble, go play dice or something. At least you got a better chance of winning something. These leverage trading futures unregulated are just gambling, and the people that are putting this out into the crypto sphere on YouTube, it's most likely against the terms of service of YouTube, because you can't promote gambling sites, which is why, on my site, I try to stick to DeFi and legitimate projects that are on chain, and there's risk, obviously, but at least it's not straight gambling. So now, if you got hit, what are some takeaways? Number one, don't ever have all your crypto in a single crypto. Doesn't matter. That's a greedy move. It's not diversified, as Ray Dalio always says. And if you lose it, you're gone. You're wiped out. What are your next steps? Take your licks, quit your complaining, and rebuild. Look at back in the history of BitConnect when all these people got wrecked on BitConnect. If you just gave up on crypto at that point, you wouldn't be in the position you are today with tons of gains. So, take your licks, be a little smarter, and move on to the next thing. Diversify your portfolio. Get 30 to 50% Bitcoin, buy some alts, get ready for the run, and don't focus on so much greed aspect of it. A slow, steady accumulation of solid projects, and you'll make gains, because crypto is coming. It just takes time. Now, with that, let's move on to some DeFi projects that I like. So Bankroll had the recent launch of Rocket. It's pretty sweet. So what are some big takeaways? I'm going to have a full tutorial on Rocket coming this weekend. Some big takeaways are the majority of your buy-in on Rocket goes to your daily plus. So that's really one of the biggest aspects. About 72% of it goes to a direct buy to your daily plus. Number one. Number two, it mines Banker at a ridiculous rate when you hit flush, especially if you're at 10x. I pumped in 4 or 5K and I had like 200 Banker. It was something crazy. So you have that value of getting that Banker. Now, what's the big difference in it compared to old Rocket? Well, the old Rocket was kind of run by whales, in the sense the person with the biggest deposit was always taking away the captain position. But in the new Rocket, it's a random bonus. So basically, it's a number from 1 to 100. There's a set magic number, and you try to get that bonus position. You don't have to roll. This is a bonus position. Once again, it's a bonus box. So if you hit the number, you become the captain. You get 5% of the incoming divs. And if you are the captain at the end of the round, 30% bonus to you as the captain of the end of the round. Now, the question is, how many rolls does it take to become the captain? It took me about 220 rolls one time, then it took me 5 rolls the next. So, it definitely, the position can be won. What do you need to get into Rocket? Okay, there's a couple important things to know about getting into Rocket. Number one, need at least 100 credits. Okay. Number two, you can't roll for the captain position until you have 250 in fuel. So how does that equivalent with the 72% sliding scale stuff? Well, it's actually 85% in, and then I'll get into that in the tutorial. Ultimately, it takes about 295 TRX to enable your captain roll box. Okay, so 295 TRX gets you 250 gallons of fuel, and then you are able to roll for the captain position. After you've activated your captain position, you can roll 10s. You can roll the minimum. So another cool function, if you had it on auto when you were rolling for captain position and you lose the captain position, if the window is left open, the system will kick back on and try to regain the captain position, assuming you leave the window open. So it's kind of like an auto captain function, which is very cool. So if you really wanted to win a round, okay, maybe put like 10K in your wallet, turn that baby on auto, a half an hour before the end of the round, let that baby go, authorize the contracts for whatever, a day, and just let it roll. So now, what's my strategy moving forward? I'm going to let my daily build up, and I'm going to pump my daily right back into the Rocket. So I'm going to try that for about a week, but I'm letting my daily build up a little bit so I can get a decent stack, so I have the possibility of winning a round. So I'll probably let my daily build up to about probably about 7 to 10K. and then I'll try to win a round. So you can win. I have tried it. It is possible. So new rocket, very cool. Like I said, full tutorial. I'll break out the tokenomics and stuff. But the biggest takeaway is most of it goes to your daily plus anyways. So if you're in the daily plus already, you know, you're good to go. Now, oh yeah, and you have to have 100-day tokens. So 100 credits, 100-day tokens, and then you're able to play the game. That's just how it's set up. So hope you have a great Friday. Let's hope we get some nice pumps today. And with that being said, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.